You're using the very smelly, pungent, loud shrimp paste in your special menu.
Yes.
Can any food work for fine dining?
Fine dining. It takes place in expensive restaurants, serving premium food to those who can afford it.
So we want to make people feel more comfortable from the reservation to when you leave the restaurant.
But behind the nice clothes and crystal stemware
What am I looking at here?
is real food with real humble beginnings.
This is the small cow intestine.
In this exclusive series, we're demystifying high-end cuisine.
It's always been a dream of mine to eat a truffle like an apple.
Do it.
He's like, it's not gonna be how you think it's gonna be.
Exactly.
And following high-priced ingredients back to their source.
Around 2,000 ducks that we have here.
Wow, it's really ducking loud here.
Today, this trailer park kid from central Minnesota
When you stand correctly, you feel strong.
is gonna do his best to blend in.
Stomach in, chin a little bit down. Leg up and like this. And okay, never mind.
Today, this experience, it's about a tasting menu. Have you ever had a tasting menu?
Everything is just really small portion, like the smallest by size, right?
I want to find out why restaurants with the biggest price tags often dish out the least amount of food. Let's start here.
Breathe it in. Do you smell that?
You mean this one?
This is Vietnam's most violent condiment.
Strong, pungent aromatics. Some even prefer using the word stinky when it comes to describing this.
Like a Red Bull in your nostrils or something else in your nostrils.
Vietnamese fermented shrimp paste.
I think it's good. I tasted it.
You tasted it?
Yes, sir. Yum. Ooh.
It's so putrid, but there's something so addictive
nice.
about it.
In this restaurant, they use it as a dipping sauce for a unique array of dipping vehicles. Boiled pork, fried tofu, fried young rice pork cakes, fried blood sausage, vermicelli noodles, and plenty of herbs.
To me, this is kind of like a tasting menu, right? Many little options of foods. They've got fried tofu, cucumber. What's your technique when you eat this?
I'm just gonna grab it and then deep it.
All right, here's a fried pork cake. It's such an intense, pungent, violent flavor.
But it's so good.
By the time you cleanse your palate with the herbs, you're like, I want round two. I want to go again with this thing.
Okay, let's do this one.
What sausage?
Wow. This is really good.
They have nuts in their sauce. A little bit of herb. This meal right here, less than $3. The tasting menu we're gonna try later, around $81.
Damn.
Trin and I have been through a lot this year, and she's proven herself to be a loyal friend of the show.
Happy Bug Day!
So I've invited Twin to be my eating partner in this fine dining series to offer some balance.
So soon, we're going to a place called Monkey Gallery, where they do all this different high-end food here in Saigon, Vietnam. I'm a little worried.
Why?
Well, I'm new to having money. I don't know how to act properly. I wasn't raised right. I wasn't raised that much at all, to be honest. What about you?
I'm a very typical Vietnamese. When I eat, usually I put my feet on. It's embarrassing, but it's so comfortable. And then when you have my dining experience, usually like, oh, everybody is so proper. Like, what am I doing here?
Right, but maybe everyone's thinking how you're thinking. Maybe everyone in there is insecure and unsure of themselves.
Maybe, I hope so.
That's what I just assumed to make myself feel better. Oh, look at all these insecure people. I'm normal.
Meet Viet Hồng, trained in France, where he learned foundational culinary skills in a 5-star hotel kitchen. Now he's making his own path, returning to Vietnam and creating Saigon's trendiest tasting menu experience.
You'll never guess the places that I've been.
Here, he's got more freedom and he can take more risks, offering a unique menu based largely on local ingredients.
Mình hay rất là mua nọng heo ở đây vì chất lượng của nọng heo rất là ngon.
Some of which you'd never expect to find on a fine dining menu.
Đây là phần ngon nhất của cái má heo.
Like pork jowl,
Cái lượng nạc và mỡ nó phải đan xen với nhau.
and pungent fermented shrimp paste. This is gonna be interesting.
I feel like we're not in your restaurant.
Yeah, we are in chợ lớn market.
Right now we're standing next to some of the smelliest local ingredients in Vietnam. A lot of aromas, right? Later today, we're actually gonna see you use this ingredient in your special menu.
Yeah.
It is called Mam Dum Ja.
Good job, good job.
Oh,
Approve.
thank you. You can toss your toothpick in there, kind of get it nice and coated. Let's try it out.
Wow, it's really good.
Yeah, I kind of like that. It has a depth of savory saltiness.
They have a lot of umami.
Right, pure umami. It's super different from what we had earlier today though,
Yeah,
right?
because that one is from the north, so the technique is different.
With fine dining, I assume like all the ingredients need to be really elegant and expensive. Foie gras, caviar. Like, can any food work for fine dining?
Theo ý kiến của anh á, thì cái
The stage is being set for you by the waiters.
Fine dining is said to have begun in France hundreds of years ago. Traditionally, this premium dining experience was quite formal. Dress codes were enforced and white linens were the standard.
We used to think about fine dining as like really expensive ingredients like you said, but he said right now the current trend is shifting. The cooks, they try to play with different kind of ingredients that just show like themselves a little more.
These days, that rule book has been tossed out the window and the words fine dining mean something different altogether.
Me fine dining now, high level food, good service, and that can come from any level of restaurant.
Today's chef learns without borders, adopting the use of ingredients and cooking techniques from around the globe.
When you are going to any country in the world, you have to use the best produce you can find, and then you can raise them up to a fine dining.
Creativity trumps tradition as chefs look for new ways to challenge the palates of their diners.
Can cross-cultural, cross-cuisine in a plate. If it's good, then we can serve it.
This is no longer the food of the ruling class. This is a classroom with no rules, attended by anyone who loves food and who can still afford it too.
Part of fine dining is tasting menus. So what is a tasting menu?
đó là một cái menu rất là dài.
Usually a tasting menu includes 9 to 10 courses. The purpose of it is that the customer, they really want to experience something new and to try the best of the restaurant.
The menu here is always in fluctuation, depending on the availability of ingredients and the chef's creative inspiration. Right now, he's assembling 2 dishes inspired by Vietnamese street food.
While we're in the kitchen, we're gonna try one of your menu items. Is your arm burning off? Are you okay? Is it cooking?
It's okay.
Medium rare? Okay, if it gets to medium, let me know, we'll stop.
First up, beef intestine. Small intestine, seasoned with a fermented miso paste mixture, gets grilled. Then it's stuck with rosemary, topped up with miso honde foam and pepper.
Now, before we jump into it, should we eat first with our eyes, and then our nose, and then our mouth?
Do you listen to it too? Like?
And then listen. My God, that's an intestine?
Yeah.
It's so smoky and creamy. That has to be the most delicious intestine I've ever had in my life.
Next, he'll somehow take one of the world's most offensive smelling ingredients and level it up, marrying pork jowl with fermented shrimp paste. He prepares the meat, seasons it with sesame oil, pepper, and fish sauce, then grills it over charcoal.
So he said he got inspiration from street food in Vietnam because he said it's very much rare when you go to a tasting menu in a fine dining experience that you're gonna taste something that's very strong and a lot of umami like this.
Finally, he plates it. A leaf piled with herbs, the pork jowl, and a fermented shrimp. On the side, chili paste and fermented shrimp paste.
How do I eat this?
It's like tacos. You use your hand to roll the salad, then you dip in the sauce.
Fantastic. Should we try it out?
Yay, let's go.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Wow.
It's like umami bomb. You can feel a lot of flavor in this roll.
It is like a symphony of music to my taste buds. Oh, the shrimp paste with the pork is so good. It's really delicious. There's fresh herbs, kind of giving a little bit of aromatics.
Yeah, we do have a lot of like wrap and roll stuff, and then there's like an upgraded version of it.
Yeah, it's so powerful. The heavy pork kind of greasy and cuts well with this super umami or savory shrimp paste.
Yeah.
That is an experience. The menu tonight has how many courses?
The biggest menu is around 15 courses.
That's wild, huh?
That's crazy.
Here, tasting menus can range from 6 courses to 15. We're settling for 9.
So for that whole experience, that's still only around $78. I know $78 is not a small amount for going out, but for some of the top quality food you're gonna find anywhere, made with creativity, artistry, it seems like a pretty good deal.
I think the same.
Would you pay that much?
While the chef is preparing for tonight, I have someone I need to see.
I don't know the best way to sit for this. This Chang, a
Yes.
pleasure to meet you.
Miss Chang, founder and principal of John Robert Powers Vietnam. This is a training facility where they're teaching proper Western etiquette, something I'm surely lacking.
I'm Western. I don't know how much Western etiquette I know. So far, how am I doing?
I think you look great, very confident and friendly.
Hey, thank you. Ah, she must have taken a compliment class as well. Do you teach a compliment class? The reason I'm here is I'm doing this whole series on fine dining, and I kind of feel like it's a place I don't really belong.
Being confident with your etiquette is the key to being self-confident.
Is it more important to look good or to present myself good?
Both for the fine dining, everything is important.
From your appearance,
I think you should choose for you some more colors.
When you're honest, sometimes I feel it in the heart.
I'm sorry.
to your posture,
Just, relax. No,
even the way you walk.
the way you walk rather old if compared with your age.
When you know the proper way to act, you can show proper respect for yourself and others.
When you enter to the restaurant with your friends, if she is a lady, you have to fold the chair for her first, and after she sit down, you can come to your place to sit.
Hey, can you actually sit up a little bit? Okay, sit down.
Change how
And
I sit?
there we go.
Oh!
Well, I learned that I need to push your chair in, even though I'm paying your salary right now.
You want to project confidence, appear comfortable, and make those around you feel comfortable as well.
So when we eat, our body with the table about 10 cm.
Are you serious? Oh my lord.
Don't make the noise when you eat.
We do have this kind of class in our university before. I skipped it.
Yeah. Can I ask, what's your favorite rule that when your students are watching, like what rule do you just break all the time?
And maybe I will eat bigger than normal.
There are a lot of rules
Cheers.
for just about every part of the meal,
When you ring also, don't make noise.
Don't make noise. Okay, I'm sorry.
but no rule is more important than your attitude.
With all the skills I learned today, I'm gonna bring that to this meal. It's gonna be better than ever.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Are you hungry?
Yes, very much.
Okay, now we're ready.
Course 1, the palate opener. An oyster is brought back to its natural habitat, topped in a velvety oyster cream, apple, zest of lime, and covered with apple foam.
It's beautiful presentation. I'm gonna give it a smell.
Okay, look at how you hold your bowl now. Oh,
Fresh.
look at that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, are you mocking me? Do you need to go to etiquette school? Wow, that sour, sweet apple, but it kind of takes away all that seafoody, briny flavor that can be in there sometimes.
Great way to start.
Course 2,
Action.
the harmony of Asia. Hong Kong shumai combined with the Vietnamese snail, paired with a pesto made of local herbs and silky mushroom sauce.
There's so much detail put into this. It's insane.
Wow, this is very new to me.
The snail goes surprisingly well with the pork. It's super creative.
Course 3, inspired from Japan. A scallop soaked in ponzu dressing and miso oil, adorned with jewels of flavor, including sea grapes.
So the problem with doing a video about this kind of food is when someone looks at this, there's no way they can relate to it. Even for me, it's confusing. I'm right here. Wow.
Do you expect a scallop to have that texture?
No.
Because usually it's kind of like chewy, right?
Yeah.
This one is kind of like melting.
Exactly.
Course 4, Japanese mushrooms.
For the next course, we have the smoky stracciatella.
How do you pronounce the cheese?
Stracciatella, that is the thing inside the burrata.
Oh.
We pair with the grilled shiitake and king oyster mushroom. And on top, we have the mizuna salad with a little bit sancho pepper from Japan.
You smell that?
Truffle smell.
That's truffle. Really smoky.
But you don't feel like overwhelming. Like you feel full, but it's not heavy. I don't know how to explain that, but it's really cool like that.
It's super cool like that.
Stop!
No.
Oops.
You know, there's someone I could have you talk to. She teaches etiquette.
Who?
Course number 6?
5.
This is a palate cleanser,
Oh.
meant to reset the taste buds, preparing them for what's next.
Palate is cleansed.
Veal sweetbread is sauteed with butter, garlic, and thyme.
The biggest question on this video is, why is it when people go to certain fine dining restaurants, they feel like they pay a lot of money and then they just get a little speck of food?
Thường á là
Plated with curry, torched melted butter, green beans, and chiffonade lime leaves. Delicious.
So he said like when you taste food like that, it makes you crave it even more. Oh.
That's spicy.
Oh, yes.
It is like fatty and springy, like it's hard to bite through. And then the sauce around it, ooh, it's a bit spicy.
Exactly.
By now we've had smoky, savory, sweet, sour, spicy. There's like 3 courses left, right? Now you just have to bring out all the guns.
Spending your dinner indulging in a tasting menu is for the adventurous. You never know what's coming, and sometimes you don't even know what's right in front of you.
Oh, more foam.
It can be pleasant, like this.
We were just told this is our first main course. I'm sorry. Well, I'm ready for a nap right now.
Torched toothfish paired with cassava puree, spinach, and topped with butter foam.
Interesting.
Oh, the fish is great. I'm kind of running out of descriptive words.
Or more daring, like this dry-aged duck breast. Sautéed, bathed in tamarind sauce, and served with Japanese radish and soybean paste.
How does it work? The skin is very crispy, but this one is like totally juicy.
Is decadent, so rich, very nice. I'm ready for dessert.
Ideally, you'll experience a tornado of flavors and textures,
This is something the Keebler elves would make if they were on acid.
challenging your whole notion of what's delicious.
We've done it. 9 courses. That's incredible. Overall, 10 by 10, I loved it. There was a good mix of some recognizable food and some where it's like, oh, I know what that is, but they put a little twist on it. And then some foods where it's like, what have you done to that scallop? They mutilated a scallop and turned it into something I've never seen before.
Since it's like a high-end restaurant, right? Like I would expect something more, but it's not intimidating at all. It's very cozy and yeah, I mean, I can chill with friends here.
Tasting menus are usually expensive, and they usually serve small bites, an objective reality that bothers some consumers.
It seems like the type of thing I'd want to do a couple times a year. It's delicious, but you know, it's a lot of food.
The mainstream eating scene in the USA places value on food volume. Here, the focus is on premium ingredients, artistry, technique, and creativity. More isn't better. Better is better. Welcome to the Best Ever merch store, where you can check out our brand new designs. Best Ever bandanas in black, white, and red. The Please Send Nudes hoodie, pillow soft fabric with a quality custom graphic inlay. And our street food around the world graphic tee. We're now shipping everywhere around the world. Just visit shopbesteverfood.com or click the link in the description below to get your new merch today. A peace.
Twin, thank you so much for joining. Quick handshake. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, great. This is just the beginning. We have so much more fancy, fine dining, high-end food to come.
I can't wait.
That is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
A peace.
A peace.
Oh, wow.
A polite peace. A peace.